Hello there and welcome to the new channel.
Here to help you see
The new you.
My name is Carmine Ortega.
Dennis Calamba.
This is Nato Agbayani.
My name is Juan Lu.
I'm Chino.
I'm Trisha.
This is Apple Manansala.
This is Attorney Carlo Ibanez.
This is Attorney Sheila Santiago.
This is Angie.
This is Argamid.
My name is Dante Salama.
This is Jesse Francis Rebustillo.
I'm Dania Cunha.
Mon Mendoza.
I am Mapet Erhino.
I'm Leo Bryan. Mike.
Nice one, dear.
Sir Al Ian Barcelona.
Marvin Salazar. This is Sunny Haldons.
Heidi Lumainos.
This is Ivan Jude. Patrick Geronimo.
Alan Perez.
My name is Erwin Ursua.
My name is Bob.
My name is Lloyd Luna and this is
It's your turn.
The Talk.
Family Business.
The Puppet Stories.
After Shift.
PNC Town Hall.
YOLO.
Marketplace.
The Home Buyer.
HR Hotline.
Danny Art Show.
Outline.
Foreign Affairs.
COVID stories.
Awesome Day Show.
Thank you.
Money and More.
Cybernext.
Women at Work.
Win Within.
Port Project.
The Big Picture.
Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just want a morning run because the fun is all gone. Sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you. Sometimes life makes you blind and you choose something bad. You just wanna cry and hide and save your face from the crowd. But sometimes life makes you see the beauty in you and me. When you look up above, there is God and there is love. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new. We're here to help you see the newness of life. We're here to help you feel your hope is so real. You got the power to see. We'll help you see the new you. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you.
The new channel. The new channel. The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Wonderful good afternoon. Welcome to the new channel. Here to help you see the new you. This is Jesse Francis Rebustillo, your host to this wonderful program, the HR Hotline. Welcome back to the HR Hotline. Notice that I am already in orange. I hope that you can really distinctly see that this is not red, but this is orange because I am a good follower. We are asked by our co-producer of this show, Ana Manansala, Apple Manansala, that starting today and up to Christmas, we are going to share the TNC, the new Christmas, and the theme is supposed to be the TNC color, which is orange. And I have here transform. We have passion, we have transform as a, what do you call that? As a tagline. I like transform because I am with PSTD. We learn, we grow, we transform. That's the mission of PSTD and also with PMAP. We are bouncing forward and in pivoting, we transform our human resources. I would like to apologize. Last Thursday, which is supposed to be dedicated for consultation and job fair, there was a little bit a confusion on the microphone. Then they cannot actually hear me. So my apologies. And today, if you notice it, I am in my living room. I am in my sala because I'm so sorry with myself, but I would like to shout out to Globe. I was not informed, and I just knew it this morning. There was no connection. So I have to ask Berlo to pay for my Globe connection. We have converged here at the sala, so I am here with the piano at my back and my unfinished Christmas decoration. I have here Belen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Belen. And of course, I have the Niño Jesus. Okay. The reason also why I was in a hurry last Thursday, because I was the moderator of a wonderful panel discussion at the PCAAE, that's the Philippine Council of Associations and Association Executive Summit, wherein I am a member of the Board of Trustees. I invited Mr. Lloyd Luna, Ms. Femery Cabantac of PSD, Lloyd Luna of POPs, and my dear friend, Obet Policarpio of PMAP. And we did a blast because we are actually BFF. We discuss, but we discuss extensively something that is very deep. That is actually the agility of leadership and the job generation and the future of HR. And it's wonderful. If you can look for it at YouTube, try to watch it. Now today, we have a very important topic. I have been what do you call this? But that was long ago. Because of Miss Linda Techoson and, of course, Rhoda, and then Butch Guerrero. I have been a supporting, an auxiliary member of PulseCon. So I know a lot of their concerns, and it even changed. It changed. The concern actually changed. My point is, we have what you call outsourced employees. Of course, the law protects them. And it was during my presidency wherein that was actually taken care of by DOLE. I was always invited as a resource person. So now, outsourced are supposed, not supposed, they are actually regular employees of the agencies. But there are a lot in that department order wherein principals have also to be careful in treating them. So one of the questions that I would like to ask from our guests, how are they treated now compared to the regular employees? Is there a career for outsourced employees? There's another term for that, contingent. But I don't want to use contingent because contingents actually, these are workers that are called when they are needed. It's slightly on the negative, but actually they are. Just like me, I have 2 boys helping me clean my garden. So I need them and they are contingent. But we like to call them outsourced. There is even more a wrong terminology that we use, contractuals. Actually, there is no word in the dictionary for contractuals. But a lot of us know that. Maybe a member of the family, because that is now what is actually the mode, the working arrangement. But of course, there are some sectors that still would like to insist the security of tenure. But now they are already secured because they are regular employees of agencies. But that is not our problem. That is legal. Our problem is how they are recruited, where they are sourced, and what are the benefits that they get. So I invited actually a relative. She's a cousin, but she is already in Tarlac. I'll ask her. She's the president and general manager of Man Movers. But I've known her when I read her profile. She joined PMAP in 1992. And that was also the year that I joined PMAP. And then I know her because every time that I am invited to do seminars in Tarlac, she takes care of me. She's actually now a member of the Board of Trustees. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Maria Consuelo Bebet Michano Reyes.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good to see you. Hi.
As expected, you are so elegant and beautiful. Talagang Bicolana.
Thank you.
And congratulations. I just learned yesterday that there was already quorum in the election. And congratulations for the incoming PMAP Board of Trustees. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bebet, is this your last year as a board, or is there a new regulation that you can still be elected as a board member? I think we have a new policy. As long as you are willing and as
3 years. I think 3 years.
And this is your second or your third year as a member of the trustee?
This is my third in 2021. That will be my third year in the Board of Trustees.
Very good. So this is actually what you call service to our human resource community. Wow. And I know how keen you are and how engaged you are with the PMAP chapters, in the PMAP chapters. Okay. So, you are now in Tarlac.
Yes, I'm interlock.
How is business? How are you there in Tarlac?
Okay lang. We were affected because some of our clients closed, like the hotels, the school. So, okay lang. We understand because of the pandemic.
Yes, even myself, I'm still scared. I don't go out, but it's so wonderful that there are webinars. People are calling me, and then I am actually scheduled to do webinars up to mid of December, and these are paid, mind you. Anyways, um, let you heard me introduce the topic for this episode. It's about our outsourced employees. Now, I would like first to ask you, outsourced employees are actually provided by manpower agencies. Am I right?
Yes.
And there is even the difference wherein it will be bilateral, wherein you get your outsource from directly. No, Babette? Yours is trilateral. The principal uh, as your services, and that is you are the agency, and then you provide them the employees. So it's a trilateral. Now, the first question, so that I will not ask you this anymore later on. What makes an agency legitimate?
The agency is legitimate if the agency has a license of DO 174, which contains the rules implementing articles 106 to 109. So if you have that license, you are a legitimate service provider. Then you have to pay the government mandated benefits like the SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig. You should be compliant with those payments, with those premiums. And you have to be compliant also with the BIR and all the dues to employees, especially the minimum wage. So, you have to be compliant with the government premiums, mga government mandated benefits.
So for all those who are watching us, they have to be on the lookout. If the agency is not paying first the mandated minimum wage, and two, they're not paying the statutory benefits, that means there is a question on their legitimacy. Be it they are a member of PulseCon or not. Am I right?
Yes.
As long as they have the license from DOLE. Because Bebet, I know of, as far as Batanes and as far as Davao, I know of friends of ours who are engaged in what do you call this? Outsourcing, main manpower agency. And I heard them mentioning that they are having some problems when their competitors are actually illegitimate. There is a cutthroat competition. Okay, so that's all. Okay, now let us go to your employees. So the arrangement is between the principal and then the agent. If I am the principal, Bebe, and I need a accounting clerks, what do you do then?
If you have a need in the accounting department, you have to inform us. You should request from us, then we provide the services in your accounting department. We recruit for you, we do the orientation, the company orientation, even the job orientation. Then after that, we deploy them to your company through our supervisor.
That is my problem. That is my concern. That is my concern, because that means that you must be able to know the culture of the principal to be able to onboard properly the employee. I think that is where the problem, because before I know that you just deploy and deploy employees, and then sometimes they are not actually fitted for the job or fitted for the organization. So who does that? Who does that? The agency.
Yeah, we do that because there are requests from our principals, and we should know the job description, the services that our staff will do. So we have to base the recruits on that job description, which the principal will give us. Because we have
Okay.
to we provide the services, then we also provide the manpower. The agreement is there is a service agreement between the principal and the manpower agency. So before deployment, we have to know the manpower needs of our principal. Meron tinatawag na plantilla in one of our clients. So there are required number of employees that we have to provide in order to do that kind of service with the principal. So before deployment, we have to orient them about our company, about the company of the principal. Then we orient them about their job, which will they do. So after that, we deploy them and we endorse them to our supervisor assigned to that
Bebe.
principal.
Yeah. We go to that, what you mentioned, you go to the supervisor. Because I know there are some rules and regulations wherein the principal should not actually give direct instructions to the outsourced employees. Okay. But before we go to that, is there any problem wherein principals, they don't like the person you deployed? Are there some instances wherein
Yes.
what you deployed? Yes. Can you tell us? Can you share with us your experience on that?
If there are some problems with our employees, they inform us, but we do the evaluation. We do the evaluation. If the services which was rendered by the employee was not satisfactory, because we provide services, hindi lang talaga manpower. They cannot direct our employees on what to do because the area of control should be coming from us. The area of control should not be coming from the principal because there are fourfold tests in order to know whether there is an employer-employee relationship. So the principal cannot direct the employees to do what they are supposed to do. So kung may problema sa employee or the services were not delivered, they inform us and we replace the employee na hindi masyadong okay din. Kasi we provide the services.
So it's a bit circuitous, and then of course, so if they don't like the performance of the person, they inform the supervisor. You mentioned that earlier. Yes, and then
actually it's not they do not evaluate the performance of our employee, the agency employee. Our supervisor is the one evaluating the performance of the employee.
Right.
Yung services lang, for example, we are required to do this kind of service. Pag hindi sila satisfied sa service, they have to check our output. If they are not satisfied, then they will inform our supervisor. And if the supervisor finds out that the performance of that employee is not really satisfactory, then the supervisor has to replace that employee who is not doing the right job for that
so there is
company.
Okay, so at least we are assured that there is a process. So it doesn't really mean what I heard, that they can easily change if they don't like the face of the person. No. There is a question here from Leo, my cousin Leo. Before I continue my question, let us answer this. Do agencies have out-of-town rates? Example, I'm a utility in Manila branch, and I am sent to another branch in the province. Is there a rate? Is there a change of rate when you assign one who is in Manila and then they assign it in the province? Because at this time there's a network using outsourced, like us taking. Is there a concern wherein you were taken here in Manila or taken there in Tarlac, then you are assigned in Manila, or the other way around, will there be a change in the salary? That's
If you
the question.
are, if you were hired here in Tarlac and you will be assigned again in Manila, we have to give the Manila rate
Okay.
because we have the different rates in the province and we have different rates in Manila.
And that's vice versa. That's the other way around. If you are also in Manila, then you are asked to work in the province. What will be the rate?
We cannot reduce. It depends upon the contract. So we cannot reduce what was given. It depende kasi kung ano
Very
assignment.
good.
Depende kasi kung ano assignment niya, no? Depende kung, for example, kung assigned siya sa Manila, deployed siya sa Manila, then she was assigned lang temporarily in the province. You have to give also additional premiums.
Yes, yes. So Leo, that was answered properly. Yes, because there should be no diminution, one, in pay, and two, if you are assigned there from Manila and you're assigned, say, in Baguio, say, for 2 or 3 days, then they have to give the premium of what you call this out-of-town pay, hazard pay, or whatever. Yes, yes. Okay, thank you, Bebet. Thank you, Bebet. So let us continue our conversation. So now, so the person is now okay, and she's now working in the office, in the principal. Now, I learned also, there are some rules that Dolly gave us that the principal should also be careful. So how are they treated in the workplace? Tell us, Bebet. Compared to the outsourced, compared to the regular. Okay.
They are being treated like the regular employees also of the principal, because once they enter into the establishment of the principal or the company premises of the principal, the outsourced employees should also follow the rules and regulations. For example, not the company discipline, but we are the ones disciplining our employees. Like, for example, may mga SOP, they have to follow. But they are also being treated like the regular employees.
But there are some
benefits. But with regards to other benefits, the regular employees of the company, the principal, and our regular employees, they have different benefits.
Now, not only that, I know, say, for uniforms, they are not supposed to use the company IDs, the company uniforms. Can you tell us about that?
That's from one. We have principals that they use the uniform of the principal because for example, store, but they have their own ID coming from us. Okay. But in most of our principals, the uniform being used are the ones being given by man-mover.
I see.
Oo. Kasi depende kasi sa principal eh. Pero
okay.
yung uniform, kami nagbibigay to the employee. It's not coming from the principal. Although we use that the design of the principal, but we are the ones issuing the uniform, not the principal.
So this assures us that these outsourced employees are your regular employees.
Yes, they are our regular employees. They are not contractual employees anymore, unlike before. Kasi di ba yung mga 555 yung doon nagsimula yung mga contractual employees, 5 months. They were treated as contractual employees, but right now they are all regular employees because the positions are regular with the manpower agency or with the outsourcing company.
Okay. Now again, back to the. By the way, before we continue, Leo, Ma'am Bebet is your auntie. The one who asked the question is actually a cousin of mine. Ma'am Bebet is an auntie. She comes from from Pulangi.
No, I'm from Ginubatan. My mother is from Ginubatan, Albay.
Yes.
Ako ay taga-Naga.
Taga-Naga. Yes, yes. Anyway, Maricor is already watching us, Bebet. Again, Maricor, congratulations. Let us greet Maricor. Now, Bebet, can we continue? Now, so come Christmas. Paano, how are we going to treat our outsourced employees if I am the principal? Should I invite the outsourced employees to join us in our Christmas parties?
Yes. Most of our principals, they invite our employees in the Christmas party. Tapos we also have our separate Christmas party for our company.
I really thought that it is scary because they may later on claim that they are regular employees of the principal.
No, we give them a letter after signing the contract. Probably sila for 6 months. Then after 6 months, we give them a letter that they are our regular employees, and that is our proof. And they sign that. During wala na mga Christmas parties, pero before the regular employees of the principal and our regular employees, they have one Christmas party altogether.
By the way, Bebet, there is a question here from Estrella de la Torre. I love this. Hi, Bebet. What happens if the contract between the manpower agency and the principal was terminated due to company closure? What is the recourse of the outsourced employee? Nga naman, if the manpower agency has not reassigned them for after more than a month. Siya nag-close, di ba? Sinabi mo nag-close. What happens now to the employees? Tell us, Bebet.
Okay. Now, based on DO 174, if the employee has no work, you have to give them the separation pay after 3 months. Okay. But based on the labor code, maximum of 6 months, you can let the employee na walang trabaho just stay, parang floating, but maximum of 6 months. Then after 6 months,
Bebet, let me cut you, Bebet. Bebet, let me cut you. It's not even 6 months. DOLE have another advisory, another 6 months.
Yes. DO 215.
Wow, memorize.
You have to, now you can extend, but there are some conditions. But mo papatatagalin ang employee na wala naman siyang trabaho? Kasi you have to inform the soonest time na you can inform the employee na hindi mo na siyang mabibigyan ng trabaho, then you have to inform that employee so that that employee can also claim some benefits from DOLE. Kasi right now, DOLE is giving some benefits for the whose employment had been terminated. Kasi they have to apply sa DOLE kasi merong binibigay ang DOLE right now. So, ba't mo papatatagalin if you cannot really give a job to that employee? You have to end the employment of that person.
I really love you, Bebet. You have a heart. Yan ang gustong-gusto namin ni Maricor. May puso ka. Tama nga, bakit mo papatagalin na 6 months, 1 year, wherein in fact, after 3 months, you can already give them the separation pay and then so that they can also avail of the benefits from DOLE. Yes.
Yeah. Even with SSS, di ba, meron silang binibigay. Kasi for example, the question is, what happens if the contract between the manpower agency and the principal was terminated due to company closure? If the contract has been terminated, you have to inform the outsourced employees that their employment ended because of the contract, and you have to get a separation pay to the employee, to the employees.
Yes.
Kasi like for example, right now, ang mga hotels, schools, they are affected.
Yes. Okay. Ami Custodio is also watching us, and I know there are people they have lots of questions. Kasi yung outsourced employee almost even with my family, I know of some in government they call that a job order. In the private sector they call it outsourced, not anymore contractual. So good na tayo doon. They are treated like regular employees, but of course there should be documentation. Bebet, is that clear?
Yes. And the outsourced employees, they know that they are the employees of the manpower agency. Kasi we inform them after 6 months. We inform them that they are our employees. Kasi kuminsan kasi akala nila parang ano na rin sila yung employee of the principal. And we clarify that their status is a regular employee to the manpower agency, not with the principal.
Okay.
Kasi di ba there are fourfold tests in order for you to know that there is an employer-employee relationship. Number one,
Tell us.
di ba we should be the ones recruiting, selection, then payment of payroll, the dismissal, and the control should be with the manpower agency. So yun ang fourfold test in order for you to know that you have an employer-employee relationship. So kami, ang employer-employee relationship namin, yung mga agency employees namin, yun ang pang-check namin. If the area of control is with the principal under the 0174, may violation yon. Kasi the control should be coming from the manpower agency, not with the principal. Kasi kung minsan, di ba may nakikialam na, ito gagawin ng mga tao nyo, bukas, ano ka na, wala ka na. So, hindi tama yun. They should inform us, then we should be the ones doing the due process, the dismissal.
Okay. Let's have our first break. And after that, our discussion will be the problems that you have with principals and problems that you have with outsourced employees. Kahit hindi sa'yo, I know you are doing well there in Tarlac, pero we can just have that as a discussion. Let's have our first wonderful conversation with my dear cousin trustee of PMAP, Consuelo Reyes. There are a lot of friends watching us now. It would be better if you can share with us in the chat your thoughts on outsourced employees, negative man or positive man, and what are the concerns that you have working if you have been an outsourced employee or dealing with outsourced employees. Before we do that, can I have the poster that gives us the wonderful shows of TNC? Oh, yes, from the big picture to the HR hotline, to the family business, the fourth project, Usapang Beauty, COVID stories, and market leader. What's your options? The TNC wonderful shows. U-Turn, the home buyer, the puppet story, TNC marketplace, YOLO, Money More, couple, and then the talk, after ship, win within, Danny stories, foreign affairs, helpline, well women at work, awesome day, cyber NXT Tech Q Town Hall and one day. So it is very practical. Because you can watch it in your gadgets, and later on also you can ask to be shared. My shows. It's the lunchtime, but after it is being shared, and I already have a community who is watching this show. Okay, let's have Bebet.
Yeah.
Bebet, tell
Good
us
afternoon
what again? Yes, again. A lot of our friends are watching us, and even Maricor Militante mentioned earlier that when you mentioned about you have to take care of them. Agree always with the heart. People first, taking care of people so that they take care of company as well. Yes. Okay. Baby, can you tell us what are the common problems that you encounter with outsourced employees?
Usually the common problems which we have encountered is the absenteeism problem.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Kasi if they are absent without notice, we have to look for a replacement because the services should be 7 days a week. Meron pa nga kami 24 hours eh. So we have to look for replacements. What if the employee absents himself sa gabi? Saan kami kukuha ng maghahanap? But we have to provide the service. That's why we really have to have relievers, standby employees, so that in case there are absenteeism, we can easily replace the absent employees to do the service. Kasi kahit absent ang employee, but the service will always be there. So we have to look for a replacement of that absent employee. And ang problem namin, sometimes bigla-bigla hindi napapasok. Or sasabihin reason, hindi kami pwedeng umalis because of COVID. We encountered that problem. So we have to look for somebody from that place, lalo na may mga travel restrictions. So we were not able, sometimes we could not also provide an employee for that particular service. So we have to look for other sources. For example, yung mga naka-day off, pwede namin papasukin just to do the service for that day. Yun ang mahirap. Yung mga bigla-bigla nag-absent, but we have to provide the service but walang tao. Yun ang mahirap.
So do you have a fallback? Do you have a group of employees who are actually parang ang tawag nun, reserve?
Mga relievers. We have our relievers. We have full of relievers. O relievers. Kasi we provide services for 7 days. Siyempre, ang employee, kailangan niyang mag-day off in a week, 1 day off. So yung reliever na yon, yan ang pumapasok during the day off of the employee. So, for example, if that reliever has no duty, we have to assign that reliever to another area.
But you have to make sure that the performance is actually similar or at par.
They have undergone an orientation and training for that particular position also. Kasi for example, in that particular position, we have group of relievers. In this particular position, we have group of relievers also.
Do you get a penalty? Do you get a penalty if you are not able to provide the service for a day?
We do not get a penalty, but in case the employee 1 ay nag-work sa first shift and hindi dumating yung nasa second shift, the employee 1 has to extend, di ba? Yung overtime pay na ang na-charge sa amin. Because we were not able to provide an employee for the second shift. Sometimes ganon. Pero mayroon ding mga mababait na mga principals na they are very considerate with us.
Okay. Aside from absenteeism, what other problems do you encounter with outsourced employees?
Pilferage and stealing. Or yes,
right.
Pilferage and stealing. Kasi ang mahirap dyan, kapag may nawawala or may nakukuhang items or money, they are being charged to us. Kasi bigla-bigla yan. Once our supervisor na find out yung kanyang case, siyempre, i-due process namin, matagal pa, we have to investigate, that person has to undergo a due process, although immediate, immediate termination of employment yun. But that person has to undergo due process first. Siyempre, matagal-tagal din ang investigation kasi we have out-of-town employees. We have in Manila, Zambales, we have in Pampanga, North and Central and Northern Luzon, even up to Cagayan, Baguio, we have employees there. So medyo matatagal din ang employees ang investigation. Then after that, bigla-bigla mag-aawol yan. But we have to also do another process. Pag nag-awol naman, send namin sila ng letter. Pero yung mga charges, they are being charged to us because employee namin sila.
Bebe, paano kung may nabasag, they break something, say in the hotels, who pays for that? Employee or you yourself?
It depends upon the outcome of the investigation. Kasi mayroon ding kuminsan meron din kasing mga instances wherein the place ay medyo delikado rin. But if it is due to the negligence of our employee, the cost should be charged to the employee.
Okay. By the way, I like the plants at your back, and I am carrying one of my pets. Her name is Carmela because so that they will not make noise. She only has one eye, but I love her. She's actually around 8-9 years old. But it's very close to me.
Di ba marami kang dogs dyan? How many dogs do you have at home?
I have 37 right now. 37. That's supposed to be around 42. Bebet Estrella de la Torre has a question. By the way, hello Julius Ortal. How are you? I miss you guys. Be good. Okay, the question is from the earlier question. What if the company wants to give a separation or pandemic assistance directly to the outsourced employee? Is this allowed?
No. No, it is not allowed because payments of wages or whatever benefits should be given by the agency. Because they are agency employees, not the employee of the principal. The principal cannot give the separation pay directly to the outsourced employees. So it should be through the manpower agency. Kasi yung separation pay is being given by the manpower agency, not the principal. Because yung mga outsourced employees, they are not the employees of the principal. So the separation pay should be coming from the manpower agency.
I see. Okay, so you gave us the first promise about absenteeism, and then AWOL, and the other one is what do you call this? Stealing. Okay, just one more. What other problems do we encounter with outsourced employees?
When it comes to discipline, minsan, siyempre, maraming mga not following instructions. Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
So, medyo nahihirapan din kami because our office is here in Tarlac. Now, we have our supervisors also because we have employees in Manila, we have employees the whole of Pampanga and Zambales, and even from Valenzuela up to Baguio, kahit Kawayan, we have employees there. So, pag mayroong mga employees na mga pasaway or not following instructions, medyo natatagalan din kasi because of the investigation. Medyo doon din na-encounter namin problem. But the supervisor can give the charge slip, then papadalayan sa amin, then sasabihin, ito ang aking disciplinary action. Okay, check muna namin sa office. Then okay, go. You can issue the charge notice, then the notice of disciplinary action. But you have to that person has to undergo due process, especially kung mga dishonesty cases. Kasi yung termination of employment, kailangan may due process yan.
Okay, Bebet, you may or may not answer this. How about principals? Do you have some problems with principals?
With our principals, mababait naman sila. Siyempre, right now, we understand also na yung late payments, understand that, yung mga ganon. Kasi, siyempre, yung iba nga, lahat naman tayo pare-pareho. Wala namang masyadong problem with the principal. Pag naayos naman kasi siyempre, marami pang dadaanan yan, their accounting, yung mga processes. So, medyo natatagalan. Lalo na ngayon, ang accounting departments ng ibang principals namin, they just go to office 3 times a week. Yung iba, naka-work from home pa. So, I understand that. Pero, yun nga lang, on our part, pag hindi on time, siyempre, kami yung mag-aabono ng salaries. And ako naman, I see to it that our employees will be receiving their salaries on time. Ayaw kasi magpa-late. Kasi yun nga, abono yung isa sa mga reasons din.
Okay. Before we go to the second break, I will ask you, this is maybe lengthy. What are the available, kasi a lot of people are out of jobs. What are the available, not only for your agency, Aman Movers, what are the available jobs for outsourced employees? Siyempre, meron dyan yung factory workers. I know they are still looking for it.
Right now, ang pinaka-need namin right now, service crew. Kasi food business is boom ngayon, di ba? Service crew. At saka yung mga nasa manufacturing na food, we need logistics employees. Tapos, not so with the offices. Kasi some of the principals ay nagbawas nga when it comes to mga offices. Office employees, di ba?
So that is wonderful. Pwede pala maganap nung can you send me, kasi Thursdays we have a job fair here, online job fair. So dapat pala matutuwa yung mga out of job kasi there are jobs waiting for them. Di ba?
In Manila, we need the service crew kasi yung hawak namin doon na principal ay mag-open ng mga stores because nasa food business, even in Zambales in Pampanga. We also need electrician for the maintenance kasi nga yung iba, for example, dito, kunyari, we need electricians in Clark, San Fernando, Baguio. Kasi yung iba ayaw nang pumasok because of the pandemic or because of COVID, natatakot. Ayaw na nilang pumasok.
I think, Bebet, this is parang pare-pareho yan. Be it you're in Cebu or in Davao or in Baguio, the needs are for those in the food business, for those who are in the service. So take note of this and then inform our friends or those who are watching. We have here a question from Joyce Makabali Katap. Ma'am Bebet, is there an instance that the principal requested to absorb your employee?
Yeah, there was an instance when our principal requested to absorb our employee. So, ang ginawa namin, the outsourced employee has to resign from us and that person has to apply to that principal. Kailangan niyang mag-resign sa amin. Then,
of course, kasi empleyado mo yan eh.
Magre-resign siya sa amin. Tapos, absorb ng principal. Pero, mag-uusap din kami ng principal kasi it depends also upon some conditions.
Okay, there is a comment here from Maricor Militante. Congratulations, Maricor. Great and consensus of you, Trustee Bebet, for ensuring your employees receive their salaries on time despite some delays of payment from the principals. God bless. Of course. Alam mo, I know, chismis ito. I have a consultant of one construction firm. There is already delays in the payment for the employees from the agency. So the principal is actually the one informing me what for them to do because the agency is not paying on time their workers and are already complaining. Yes.
Oo. Kasi may mga terms naman kasi with the principal eh. Depende kung ano yung pinag-usapan ninyo sa service agreement. For example, if the term of payment is 15 days, 30 days, it depends. upon
Okay.
your agreement with the
Baka mag-overtime kayo. One more question before the break. And then I'll ask you again another question, your parting message. How about the benefits? Ano ang mga benefits na nakukuha nung outsource?
outsource. Yeah.
Oo.
We give them the government mandated benefits. Okay? Then yung mga SSS, PhilHealth Pag-ibig, yun. Then may iba kaming employees na we also give them cell phone allowance, we give additional allowances, we give
So
transportation
mayroon pala.
allowance.
Mayroon ka palang other
oo.
benefits.
We also give other benefits like pag supervisor siya, we give transportation allowance, we give cell phone allowance kasi siyempre that supervisor has to call the employees, especially pag mag-absent. Sasabihin niya, ma'am, walang tao ngayon. O, sige, you call the employee kung sinong available. So, yung aming supervisor assigned to that client, siya ngayon ang nagtatawag ng mga employees. Kasi kilala niya yung...
Bebet, I know you give 13 months.
Yeah.
Do you give also some bonuses to your meritorious or may tenured employees? May bonuses ka ba?
Depende kung okay naman ang performance niya. Nagbibigay naman ako ng parang additional amount sa Christmas. Especially kung magaganda naman ang performance. Pero hindi naman ganun kalaki.
Pero anything that is given from an employer is something good. Okay, let's have the second break and after that.
We also pala give them gifts then. Like for example, mag-budget ako ng ganito, then bigyan ko sila ng mga free t-shirts or kung ano mga personal things during their Christmas party or nagpaparaffle din kami.
I know that, Bebet. Even myself, I miss you kasi every time that we have a GMM, you always have a gift for me. By the way, I would like to thank PP Grace Rongon and Carol Dominguez. I just received a gift from them today. Ikaw nami-miss ko yung mga gift mo sa akin, ha?
Hindi ko na nga nabibigay. Paano? Sabi ko nga, i-online na lang natin eh.
Okay, let's have the last break and after that, I still have a question for you and then your parting message. Wonderful conversation. Jake, can we have the next break, please? Direct, let's skip the job fair because we dedicate Thursdays for job fair. But can we have the 2 slides that so that we can just show them what we promote? One of which is evaluating training effectiveness. That will be next week. If you're a member of ECOP, if you are interested, join my webinar with ECOP. It will be on the December 2, 4, and 7 in the morning. Because in the afternoon, I'm doing results-based management to a government agency in the north. Okay, then we have the other one of ASEA. Yes, Yes, believe, belong, become at ASEA. I don't have it just taking it. It's actually in my dining table. I am taking ASEA's supplement, and you can see how energetic I am now. I am a victim of ulcers, and I garden a lot, but my sleep is so sound, and I feel great. So thank you, Maricor, Militante, and Rubia, Robilos. The numbers are there. Okay. And then, of course, this is for my nephew. If you have extra money, let us rebuild the unroofed church of St. John the Baptist in Tabaco, Albay. So calling all those Bicolanos and those who are, what do you call this? Your philanthropy is needed by the church. Okay, so let's go back to Bebet. Bebet, there is a question. I heard that you have supervisors, you have accountants, you have electricians. So there is what you call different levels in the organization. My question is there a career for an outsourced employee? May career ba sila?
Yes, meron naman silang career because they are regular employees of the manpower agency eh. Kasi kapag maganda naman ang performance ng isang employee, like for example, meron kaming service crew na promote namin into a field supervisor.
I see.
So they have a career also because they are regular employees of the manpower agency.
Excuse my ignoramus question. So that means that even in the agency, you must have an HR person.
Yes, we have an HR. At ako rin yung kuminsan nag-head ng HR. Because, di ba, passion ko naman talaga is HR. Oh.
I see.
Kaya kapag maganda ang performance, mayroon naman siyang promotion to a field supervisor.
Well, that's nice to hear. Okay, so it's not only sourcing and recruiting and then onboarding and then deploying. There is also the performance management because you evaluate, and there is also a career or a succession plan.
Yes, It's just like a company na parang principal, parang katulad din sa principal, yung setup ng manpower agency. It's just like the setup of the principal's company.
That is actually my point of inviting you here, so that people may think to change already the mindset that it is not like what they were doing before, that the agencies are just deploying yung parang cabo system lang eh.
It's not allowed.
It's not allowed. Yung parang but I heard it because the boys were telling me that they are now going to work in Azure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you work there. But nice to hear that you take care of the benefits, you take care of their careers, and then there is a what you call a feeling of security in your sana all agencies are like you.
Thank you. We also have security of tenure kasi they are regular employees because the position is regular. Kaya may security of tenure sila. You cannot just terminate the employment of an agency employee. They have to undergo also due process.
Talaga wala na yung 555.
Wala nang 555, di ba tinanggal na yan noong time ni President Duterte kasi nga yung 5 months. So wala na yun yung tinatawag na 555. And most of the agency employees before, na-term sila as contractual employees. But in fact, they are the regular employees of the manpower agency because the positions in the manpower agency, they are also regular. Just like the company ng principal. They have regular employees, so we also have regular employees. They have to undergo 6 months probationary period also. After 6 months, then we inform them that they are our regular employees already. Parang sa principal din. Kasi yung process namin, it's just like parang sa principal din. Kasi nga, we follow the fourfold test, yung selection, payment of wages, then the dismissal, we do that, and the control. So yun ang fourfold test namin. If kulang yan ng isa, wala kayong employer-employee relationship ng manpower agency. The relationship is with the principal, which is not allowed under the 0174. that is a labor-only contracting. Diba?
Right.
Turo sa atin sa PALSCON yung labor-only contracting. If the principal is the one directing the employee, the manpower agency employee, well, yung area of control, it's not with the manpower agency, but with the principal, and it's not allowed.
Okay. So with that, thank you very much. Ang answer ko niyan sa yung sagot ni Maricor Militante. Thank you very much, dear Jessie, for all the support, but also great, God bless for your generosity, Trustee Bebet. Now, can we have your parting message because we're already over time?
Yeah. Thank you very much for inviting me here, and I was given the opportunity to say something about the outsourced employees because right now we have so many outsourced employees kasi di ba marami tayong mga services na outsourced right now during this pandemic. So I was able to give some sharings about the outsourced employees because outsourced employees are very helpful also to us. So my company is Man Mover Specialist Incorporated. It is located in Tarlac City, but we have our employees in Petro Manila, the whole of Zambales, Pampanga, then yung Central and Northern Luzon, even up to Baguio, from Valenzuela up to Baguio, even Kawayan. So we have to take care of our employees kasi sila rin naman ang nagbibigay sa atin ng ating income because without them, wala rin tayo dito. So we have to take care of our employees, even outsourced employees sila. Kasi kung minsan kasi, di ba, pag outsourced employees, before, they were treated like parang iba. But right now, nag-iba na ang trend. They are being treated just like the regular employees also. When it comes to relationship, hindi yung ibig sabihin, when it comes to discipline, to controls, hindi gano'n. What I mean is that yung regular employees are also being treated like the regular employees of the principal when it comes to relationship. Sama-sama sila, hindi yung nagkakahiwa-hiwalay, regular employees ng principal dito or regular employees ng outsourced employees dito. Hindi. Ngayon, maganda na ang relationship ng dalawa. Even with our principal, we have a good relationship with our principal also.
Second class.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Cousin Maria Consuelo Bebet Reyes. Okay, congratulations. There goes, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start my conclusion with Leo's Rebustillo's, my cousin, comment in the chat group. Correct, because some of the agencies are only for the principal, not for the employees. You're very correct, Leo. You're very correct. You know, which is why I have this topic for today. We would like to know how are outsourced employees treated in companies. And we hit it, nailed it with Bebet, telling us that they are treated well. They are supposed, because they, yes, even the manpower agencies, they get their income from the workers. And then it should be known that they are protected. Yeah. The dignity of labor. And besides, I would like to share this. We are coming into that. I mentioned that in PCAE and in PSTG. 30 years from now, the new way of doing work is actually gig economy, on-call, over arrangements, freelance, which is why I even coined a new word, novel producer. Yes, in other parts of the world, outsourced employment, but giving you contract is the employment mode. And we have to change our mindset and how are we going to treat them. And thank you, Bebet Reyes, for telling us that we are assured our outsourced employees are taken care of. Salamat po sa lahat. This is Jesse Francis Rebustillo. Diyos mabalos po.